Okay, here I am to explain the ninth lesson. We have last video we have seen till the 24th chapter we had explained to you by reading, and from today onwards we will go for the second part from the chapter 25 and the end of the lesson. So see, we'll go slowly because it is a little complicated lesson of this. This is very important. The question which I said, question of a space. No? Before putting the question, you have to have a space or time to understand is it the right way of or not. This boy was only one son of a doctor. Both the parents were doctors. Okay, and they were bombarding him, pressurizing him to do the medical and telling him to study and study and study. And this is irritating for this boy. Is it that I am taking the right action? Let's see what happens in the chapter 25 onwards. Vikrant noticed that his father's last remark sent a strong wave of heat. Father was continuously telling, and this boy was ignoring the things that he have to go for the entrance exam of the medicals. Okay. Now father getting angry with the last heating word, he says. Angry words, he says. Okay. And the strong wave, heavy breeze coming. Okay. Though he is otherwise weary boy, shaky boy, convincing him to leave the room without another word, encouraging him or irritating him to leave the room without saying one word to his father. Vikrant knew this conflict, this fight, were not getting him anywhere. This kind of a character, continuously irritating me to study, do the things, because they want him to be a doctor, and he thinks that is not a wrong way what they are telling. He knows for his good they are telling it, but this character irritating, this bombarding them on their head continuous, do that, and this is what he did not like. And he knows this fight between his father, parents and him is not going to end anywhere, not ending in the good result. Okay, what he does, let's see. It was not as if he felt medicine was all wrong for him. He never felt. Studying medicine is not wrong for him. For his good, he knows. Okay, he just did not want to be bulldozed like this. What he don't like, they are bulldozing. Bulldozer we say, come and destroy everything. He is destroying his plans actually. That is what is happening there. Irritating him. Suddenly bulldozer that is what he don't like. Okay. Bulldoze into working 3 shifts a day. Non-stop it is. The bulldozing means it is non-stop. He says 3 shifts for the day. 8 hours is divided into 3 shifts. From morning 6 o'clock. You are continuing saying that till you go to bed. The same irritation, same word. They are telling you to study. You have the entrance exam of the medical. Do your best. Don't give up. All this. Okay. He felt the needed time to pursue his own interest and pleasure. And he thought, I require some time of my own. What gives me happiness? I have to think properly. Especially after his meeting with Anuj. Especially when he was gone for the jogging early in the morning. He met his friend at Anuj. Okay. His ideas have changed. Anuj spoke to him on a various issue. Different kind of things he has put in front of him. Okay. Of the beginnings of life. The places he travelled to, the elements he used to compose a photograph, self-observations. And Anuj was a generalist. Because wherever he wants to go, he wants to take the photo and he is to make his own. And that is what he says, that is the beginning of his life. He explained to him in the various levels. If you can express yourself without feeling, you can feel as well without expressing. He said this. What he said? Once again I will read, very important, inverted comma it is. If you express yourself without feeling, without feeling, sometimes you express because somebody tells you to do the things, okay, and you do it because your feeling, your expression is there, your feeling is not there, okay. You can feel as well without expression, but on the other way it is, but you feel to do it, okay, that expression is not there, interest is not there. See, now here interest is there, feeling is not there, expression is not there. Here expression is not there, feeling is not there, right opposite. Okay. The 26th chapter. When alone, Vikrant tried to practice emotions he had not experienced. At first, these were a joy, spontaneity, excitement, and when he was trying to express that in the emotion with a willingness, see that what happens to him? He changes his everything into his own interest. Spontaneous, coming as if it is from his own, with non-stop, spontaneous, and it is more excitement for him, more interesting it is now. So the next comes. When he felt more neutral, he practiced a wider range. Suspicion, hostility, daring, joy, and scorn, each with his accompanying posture and gesture. Everything he has done with his own interest. That is called posture, accompanying posture and gesture with the action. Gestures are our actions. This is what happens. His experiments with the self-observations helped him see a whole range of his body reactions. That is what, see now, even the whole body reacts when it is interested. It's not only your mind works, the whole body works when you are interested so much. And affects that different emotions had on a body. Now the mind got involved with this. See, along with your body, even the mind gets involved to work when you have the interest toward this. But things did not seem to change with his parents, who is realized, would continue treating him like a child, so as long as he just chaffed or reacted. But the parents did not think of the changes which was taking place in his life. But for them, what is there? They have to study for the medicine. That is the only idea they have. Okay. But this boy was changing on his character when he took this as his own interest. See, even the body and the mind working together with the gestures, with the actions, with the activities. Hey, but it does not help, said Vikrant with deduction. Vikrant with Chapter 28. Don't worry too much about the change, advised Anuj. Nothing Vikrant's discouragement on evening. Understood? Don't worry. You cannot change anything till there is ready for a change. Unless you are want to change, nothing is going to change. Just do your part. You carry on what you are supposed to do. You will see that everything falls into place. Hey, but it does not help, said the Vikrant with dejection. Okay, with a sad voice. with unwillingness. He says, nothing is going to change in my life. Anuj thought for a long while. Then he spoke, if you really want to get control over the situation, there are 2 more steps for you to practice. Okay, first he said, do your things with the willingness you do it. Now the next he advises him. What is that? The moment an active feeling comes which you think should be controlled, make a note of it, but don't express it. When you think that is the right way, but you don't express, think properly and keep it. Don't express it in front of the others. What is the last step? Asked the Vikrant almost mechanically. Vikrant asked him, what is that last step? I have to do it. The last one is difficult, replied Anuj. This step involves expressing an emotion opposite what you feel. What you feel, according to that you should not act. You have to act opposite to that. Contrary to the feeling of yours, you have to act it. And can be done only if you are agitated. You observe this, but choose the express calm or worth instead of coldness. Instead of frightening, you know the result comes as good, then you act it as it is. Even it is right opposite of what you think. Do it. As simple as that, laughed Vikrant a little hopelessly. Yavude bharavase, hopelessly, without any hope. Vikrant kept up his exercises. In the self-observation, practicing emotions he did not feel. Even attempting not to express feelings that come up hot and strong. See, that is what happens when you want to do the things, but you don't want to express. You want to do the right opposite. You know that you are doing the mistake. You know that you are doing the wrong things. But you are not willingly you are doing it. Purposely you are doing it. And do that. See. He felt small strings of change. He could see things more objectively even when he could not control his reactions. Now you see the things as having something change. Even his reaction is not right. His parents were pushing less, listening more. He noticed that instead of both of them speaking in one voice at points of control or friction, one spoke while the other refrained. What is happening? Both were continuously speaking, irritating him. Now it is happening like this. One is speaking, one is keeping quiet. The things are changing. This was leading to much more interaction except on the subject of Anuj. And Anuj said, this is what is happening in the right way. Are you still hobnobbing with the character? What is this man name? Asked his mother at the breakfast one morning. His father's silence was expected. The mother asked him, are you pressuring on the same matter of the boy? And what is that matter? Is it going on well? Vikrant observed his temples tighten, his hunched shoulders straightened out in a confrontation. His pause, his stop became the irregular. His name in Anuj Mummy. He replied, Anuj Jain. Anuj is a friend. In fact, more. He teaches from him. I have learned many things that are hard to explain. I said, Anuj is my friend. Anuj is a Jain, a genius. Okay. Anuj is my teacher. I learned many things from him. Yes, but he will not sitting for your entrance test, will he? Yes, you are right saying that. But is that Anuj is going to sit instead of you for the medical seat, for the entrance exam? That is the big question here. If you lose your grip at the class level, You will never catch up in class 12th, said the mother assertively. In the 11th standard, if you lose it and you are not able to catch up in the 11th standard, 12th standard, that is what the answer by the mother. As Vikrant felt his temples throb, a sudden calm entered his heart. Okay, the tension is gone away, but the calmness, coolness is coming. If I am allowed space for a new interest, if I allow place, a space, okay, jaga, for a new interest, I will also find a space for what is important for a career. See, I know that is good for me, for my career is the right one. They will get a right place, he said quietly. This time it was his father who spoke. Fine, try to achieve a balance, we will be with you. And the father says, try to achieve your balance and we will be with you. Do what you want. Okay. At the end of the class 11th, Vikrant enrolled for classes at the coaching center for a medical entrance test. He did this an awareness that it was the right thing for him to do. And what is this? How this ends? When you think that you are doing the right one, then you will achieve in your life. That is not the pressure of somebody that you do it. The right one of your own, that it will be helpful for you. That is what is happening in your life. That is what you success in your life. Thank you very much.